Hey there folks, and welcome back for another video. I'm your host Chris, or CDB, and today we're going to have the Leaf making its triumphant return. We'll talk a little bit about that in a moment. We're using a sample sent to me by a gentleman who also sent me this patch. He's a police officer from the Aurora Police Department. I won't mention his name for obvious reasons, but sir, if you want to identify yourself below in the comments, you can, but if not, I completely understand. We obviously are wishing all our first responders, medical personnel, delivery people, UPS, truck drivers, everyone who is working to keep us safe and supplied right now, all the best. And certainly you police officers as well. We're also going to be using the APShaveCo. This is the winter handle with the cashmere 30 millimeter knot. And I just wanted to use it again, to show you folks who follow the head shaving videos. Man, this was 21 bucks. I think it was 27 to my door, and I absolutely love it. We're going to start loading here as we talk. The soap today, by the way, which was sent to me by the gent I mentioned previously, is Sandy Cheeks from Oleo Soapworks. I'd done a video where I used the beach from PAA, and this gentleman said, you know, have you tried Sandy Cheeks? And I said, no. He said, I'll send you a sample, and I really appreciate it, sir. I'm using sir instead of your name. It smells great. Good scent strength on this, at least 5, I would say, right in the middle. And for me, anything, 4.5, 5 and above is usually, I would call in the good scent strength category. This is made by Oleo Soapworks. There is a look at the ingredients. And this Oleo uses duck fat and their soaps. It is a good quality soap. It's been around for a few years now, at least, maybe longer. I can't actually recall. This one smells great. To me, it is reminiscent of the beach, but it does not have the same scent. It will remind you of that suntan lotion once again. In these soaps, I don't really get a lot of the, they talk about some of them talk about seawater and sand, and I don't get that. But it definitely gives you the beachy vibe. Really, really nice. This is one I would buy. The price on it is $18 for 4 ounces. We'll put our chart right there before we tell you that is $4.50 per ounce. That's getting to be expensive. It's not over that $5 mark, which gets really expensive, but it is getting to the pricey level where we went, as you can see in the chart there. But, if you really like a soap, I think it's fine to pay that. If you like it, the cost thing is really up to you. If you want to pay $5 per ounce for every soap or greater, you can. I generally do not like to. This one is $4.50, so it's under the really expensive mark, but it's at the getting expensive mark. And so we hope we will enjoy this and have a terrific head shave. And I know not everyone watches the head shave videos, which is, I never really understand that, because if you're into shaving, like I've watched, for example, I watch guys straight razor shave, and I don't straight razor shave, but I'm still interested in what they have to say, and so on and so forth. I've watched ladies shave their legs who are, traditional shavers, because I just want to hear what they say. So I watch people shave in other way, or people who shave in ways that I don't shave, because I'm still interested in what they have to say, or maybe about picking up some information about product, or learning something. As I've mentioned in my other videos, I like to learn. And so I pick up things from a lot of the other videos out there. I just, learn things. Stand by, I gotta grab a cloth so I can wipe my hand off. Okay, and we've got a cloth. By the way, that was the Razor Rock pre-shave cube that you saw there. And I'm just using it because, I'm trying to use it up. And these cubes, boy, you can use them for a good long time. I've been using that one, I don't know how long now, and I'm not even halfway through it. So, they do last a long time for the relative, inexpensive price. They're usually like around $4 to $6. And they will help with your lather, slickness, so on and so forth. In fact, I still have it on my hands. The only thing about them is, if you sort of work it like I do, it tends to get all over your hands. And then even when you wipe it with a cloth, Doesn't come off very easily. Man, this knot is, whoo, I love this knot. This brush was $27 to my door from Canada, international shipping, and 27 bucks. You can't beat that. And he shipped quick too. I mean, I got this in, I want to say, under a week. And I've had some things ordered even from inside the United States for longer than that, and I don't get it. So, AP Shave Company, check out some of their offerings. Very good prices on these brushes. In fact, this one's called the winter. I think I'm going to get the summer, which is green. I'm not really crazy about the green up here. I wish you had like a blue, black, I would love. So if you're listening, AP Shave, and I hope you are, if you could come up with some different colors on this very same style with the translucent bottom, that would be fantastic. I will get more of them. I'll probably get the green anyway. But I must say, killer knot. This is the cashmere 30 millimeter. Feels great. Feels absolutely great. Okay, let's paint a little bit there. Let's smooth that a little bit. And okay, let's talk about the last time I used a leaf was on the live shave with Zingari, and I had a great deal of fun. As you know, I had consumed a few alcoholic beverages there, and during the shave, or after that lathering thing, I wasn't really paying a lot of attention to what I was doing, which is definitely required for head shaving. You really need to be mindful about what you're doing. And I don't know what I did, but I cut myself like 3 or 4 times there. And since then, I have shaved the head several times, but I wanted to let it heal. You can still see some, wounds healing there, but it's fine for shaving. This just happens to be the first time I've used a leaf since. And again, the wounds were no fault whatsoever of the leaf. I was just pressing down way too hard, I guess. I don't really know. Because I didn't really realize at the time that I even cut myself. And it didn't hurt, And plus, like I said, I had a few adult beverages, so I was feeling pretty loose, I would say. So, but anyhow, no fault whatsoever of the leaf. I am going to be easy going over those wounds because I don't want to rip off scabs and so on. But I had a good time, I had fun. That is not something that I do a lot of, live things. But I am going to do a live, I think, on Saturday. This coming Saturday, I'm thinking, and you folks, the ones of you who are like in the UK and so on, and you're well ahead of us in time, I was thinking of doing it like 4 p.m. my time. So I was going to do it later, but then I thought half the viewers are from, Europe and all over the world, India. And I can't accommodate every single time zone, but I'm just trying to sort of get to a happy medium, and accommodate the most people. So I'm thinking 4 p.m. on this Saturday coming up, which I believe is the 11th or 12th of April on YouTube Live. And so if that sounds good to you, let me know. And if it doesn't, I'm going to do it anyway. I'm just trying to decide on the time. Originally, I was going to go a little later Eastern time, but I wanted to try to accommodate the people, in abroad. And so that's why I'm thinking 4 will still allow those people. It'll be later in the evening for them and night, but still not so late. Because like if I did it at 7 p.m., here it'd be like midnight there. And that's, that's pretty late. And plus now with Corona, even the U.S., most people are probably going to be home at 4 p.m. anyway. Unless you're a truck driver or, first responder, medical. Obviously, if you're working in the medical field or emergency services, and, you may not. But, there's no way for me to, sadly, accommodate everyone's schedule. But doing my best, and I had fun the last, I did a sort of test YouTube live. It's just a live chat. It's not going to be a shave because I find I don't concentrate when I'm trying to read comments and answer questions. Now, I can talk all day and shave, and that's fine. But trying to, look at the screen and answer comments, and that's quite a bit more difficult. And so I'm going to just do a chat. We'll, maybe have a nice glass of scotch or two, couple, and just have fun, shoot the breeze. And so if you're interested in that, certainly let me know. And I will put up a graphic probably this evening, a promotion like just, hey, coming Saturday, because people seem to enjoy that. And I certainly enjoy it. It gives me a chance to interact in real time, with you all. And I know many of you last time liked that. And so let's do it, Sounds like a good idea. Boy, man, this knot, man, it feels so soft, but yet dense. It's really dense. This thing is killer for the money. I am really impressed, and I'm very happy with the purchase. In fact, I'm going to purchase the green one, even though I don't like the green one as much, the look. But the doggone knot, I think I might try the Sinbad knot maybe in the green one. I'm not sure. But I'm pretty happy with this brush. For the price, it is outstanding. And actually, to be quite honest with you, we always say for the price for synthetic brushes, but honestly, this brush feels as good to me as any brush I've ever owned. That includes brushes in that $300+ range, So I'm just thrilled. I know we use the caveat for the money a lot, but actually for any money, Now, granted, you wouldn't want to pay crazy money for something that doesn't cost much to make, But boy, I really like it. And it is similar to one that I think David Gonzalez got a different knot on his. And they do have different offerings in terms of knots, so keep that in mind. And we're plugging right along. By the way, I haven't talked much about the soap here. Soap here is quite good. It is very reminiscent of the Beach by PAA. It is not the same scent, though. It's just that sort of style of scent, obviously. It reminds me of suntan lotion, mostly. All the other stuff that, most of the soaps of this type put in there, I never get. Like, they say salt water and sand, and I usually don't get that. But I do get the suntan lotion. Or perhaps it's that we just associate all these scents with suntan lotion. You know what I mean? Because when you're rubbing suntan lotion on, a lot of times you're coming out of the water at the beach, and you have salt water on you. So it's mixing. And maybe I'm just associating, this scent with that. But either way, it's nice. And by the way, also, I should say, the Leaf's doing a fine job today. If you don't muscle this thing and, I suspect that's what I did was I was muscling it and not paying attention or moving my head around. Who knows? I don't really know. But if you treat it right, it will treat you right. It has for me, other than that one time, and I am totally at fault, I'm sure. I'm quite certain that I caused the cuts and not the razor. The only other thing is you have to be careful of putting the blades in. So I did not check to see whether the blades were askew after that shave. I should have. I did not. But I'm assuming that I'm the one that actually caused the wounds there. I went over that a little harder than I wanted to, but it'll be okay. So how did we do? We did quite well. Quite well. I'm very, very pleased. Let's get this spot right here that I'm missing. And this really stubborn spot right here, which is a real pain. All right. outstanding. I hope everyone is doing well, staying safe, staying, away from people as much as possible. I know for some people it's not possible. Thank you for doing the work you're doing once again. I really appreciate it. Really appreciate your comments. Really appreciate everyone that's making content as well. People all over the world. I'm really enjoying it. Catching up, watching those videos when time permits. Boy, if you miss a couple of days, it's hard to catch up, isn't it? But, just watch what you can. That's what I do. Sometimes I miss some of them. But just know that I'm there with you in spirit. All right, excellent head shave. Let me rinse. We'll come back and get into the post real quick. Stay tuned. All right, and here we are with our Lancaster Razor Works, which is awesome. I love this towel. It's quite thick. And you really just you don't have to do any of this rubbing. Just sort of blop, pat, and it just sucks that moisture right off you, which is cool. And I'm gonna lay some Humphreys on. Again, not my favorite. This is the Cucumber Melon. Not my favorite scent. I prefer the Thayer's cucumber, but this will do. All right. Very nice. We'll let that set for a second. Talk about what we use. We use the Sandy Cheeks soap from Oleo Soapworks. Would I buy it? Yes. I do like the scent. Very nice suntan lotion scent. Cost is okay. It's not a great cost, but it's reasonable for the quality of the soap. Head feels really, really good. No problems whatsoever. Did I cut myself anymore? No, I don't think so. I don't think I opened that up even. Those are existing. As you can see, they're healing well, so thank goodness for that. AP Shaving Winter with the Cashmere 30 millimeter knot. Killer. I love this brush, and it has not dropped fiber so far. I heard David Gonzalez say in his video that a lot of people talk about badgers and boars dropping and synthetics not, and he said synthetics do. In my experience, they might drop a couple in the first shave or two, but they don't continually shed. In my experience with badgers and boars, I've had brushes that shed many for weeks, 1, 2 every single time, and it gets annoying. These, if they do shed, it's usually loose hair from the factory, and once you get rid of them, no more shedding. But this one hasn't dropped any fiber at all. It's terrific. I love it. Highly recommended. The Leaf, perfection. Back to perfection, I should say. After that terrible live shave, which was 100% my fault. This is still my head shaver of choice, Leaf Razor. Often recommended by Chris from Another Cut Above. It is a terrific head shaver. Astra SP are the blades. And we shall finish off today with a sample the gent sent me of aftershave. And what I like to do when somebody gives me a good generous sample like this, I'll usually use about maybe half of it. And then whenever I send another, ooh, that smells good. Whenever I send another shaver a package of some sort, I will drop the rest of the sample in there. And so they will also have an opportunity to try this up, which I think is, I just think that's nice. And so next time I send someone something, I'll say, hey, have you tried the Sandy Cheeks by Oleo? And they'll go, no. And I'll go, okay. So I got a good helping of aftershave there. Not for the inspector, but for most people it would be. And a good size sample. I only used maybe a quarter of the sample. And as you can see, there's plenty of soap. Whew. I don't know why I'm feeling my face. I guess because I just put that on there. That feels great. Woo! Great head shave. Back to excellence once again. By the way, I have shaved my head a few times since with a cart, since the cuts. But this is the first time I've used the Leaf. Big thumbs up for everything. This was very enjoyable. Many, many thanks to you. Many, many thanks to the gent who sent me the patch and these samples. Really do appreciate it. Thanks, guys, for watching, and gals, of course. Until next time, remember, it's your shave, do it your way, and God bless.